Well, you've seen this new Nissan Navara make its global debut right here in Adelaide, Australia. Now, ahead of its on-sale date locally in March 2026, it's time to have a first poke around this vital new vehicle and even have a first brief drive. So without further ado, here's some key facts you need to know about this very important new Nissan. First things first, this all-new Nissan Navara is actually just a slightly tweaked Mitsubishi Triton. Yet, because these two Japanese car companies are part of the same auto alliance, Nissan can take the Triton, it's been on sale in Australia for less than 2 years, and rebadge it. You think I'm subjecting you here to a bit of journo exaggeration? Well, what's new? The grille, the headlights, the wheels, the tail lights, some badging. Otherwise, pretty much interchangeable. All the sheet metal. You could unbolt it from one car and put it on the other. They're even built in the same Mitsubishi plant in Thailand.
One thing Nissan has done differently is really rationalise its range of models. For now at least, you can only get 4x4 dual cab pickup Navaras with an automatic transmission. No 4x2s, no single cabs, no king cabs, no cab chassis, no manuals. This is the STX, which along with the Pro 4X is one of 2 models revealed so far, but there will be cheaper models and a Warrior at the top of the range as well.
Under the bonnet, you're going to find the Mitsubishi Triton's 2.4 litre 4-cylinder turbo diesel engine. Now, power and torque outputs and fuel consumption are identical across Triton and Navara now, but compared to the old D23 Nissan, outputs are up and fuel consumption is down. And that's a key point to make here. Doing a lot of Triton v D27 Navara comparisons here and how similar they are. But D27 Navara versus the old D23, the changes are absolutely fundamental. Look, it's getting to be a broken record, I know, but there's a lot in common here between Navara and Triton when you get inside. In fact, it's basically identical. Seats, controls, layout, etc., screen sizes, everything. Now, the one thing that is a bit different here, and it's clever of Nissan to do it this way, is while the operating system for infotainment is the same, the way you interact with the screen is specific and identifiably Nissan. Jump in the back seat of the new Navara, and here's a place where there is a significant gain over the old model as well. So what you've got here is significantly more legroom and a little bit more shoulder room, which is great news because the old Navara wasn't great for rear seat space. Now to the all-important tub, and the good news is compared to the old Navara, it's actually a bit longer, but still not wide enough between the wheel arches to accommodate an Aussie pallet. Now payloads are all around 1 tonne, and of course 3,500 kilo brake towing is a given. Okay, we're going for a drive in the new Nissan Navara. We're at a 4x4 park in the Adelaide Hills. We're not getting any on-road driving today, as we understand. These are pretty close to production cars, though, so at least we're getting a taste of what they're like off-road, and they're going pretty well. Obviously, this car has a very close relation to the Triton, but the big differentiator that Nissan is pushing in Australia is the retuning of the suspension, and that's been done by the Melbourne engineering group Premcar, who we already know from the Nissan Navara Warrior and Patrol Warrior and so on. Now, the big deal here is swapping to locally made Monroe Tenneco dampers, twin tube dampers, and they have helped sort out the ride, which was judged to be too soft in the Triton. So we've got a better ride quality here. In fact, the Navara Warrior D23 was used as one of the benchmarks for this car. Okay, too soon to deliver definitive assessments of whether I think it's a big improvement, but it's certainly behaving itself around here. Low speed, lots of big hits, lots of ambling slowly over broken country like this, and we're going quite nicely. The other aspect of the car that's noticeably different to the old D23 is the electric power steering, which is nice, light, direct, and very helpful in twirling around in tight circumstances, even though this car does have a very substantial turning circle. Check out the specs, which we published at Carsales. But this is very Mitsubishi in what we're looking at. Will it work? Is there enough differentiation here? Well, there's a lot of pressure on Premcar suspension tune to define the car by the way everyone's talking about it at Nissan. So yeah, we need to get it out on the road, see what we find, and just see how good it is. So that's our first taste of the new D27 Nissan Navara. And I think your attitude towards it's really going to depend on your perspective. I mean, is it a complete overhaul of the old D23 or just a slight rebadge of the current Mitsubishi Triton? Truth be told, it's both. But if you walk into your Nissan showroom in March next year to look at the Navara, you're going to find a better vehicle sitting there then than is sitting there now. But how much better? Well, we're looking forward to doing a lot more testing of this new D27 Navara to find out.